everyone, welcome to Mama from Scratch. My name is Emily and the day is finally here where I get to share with you the completed kitchen makeover. This video is long overdue and I am so excited to finally share it all with you guys. It took us about 8 months to finally get everything done, all the little small tweaks that we needed to make and everything, but overall we are so happy with the way it looks, and I hope that this will inspire and motivate you to tackle an area of your house and give it a beautiful new look on a budget. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe. That way you never miss out on a DIY makeover or decorating video here on my channel. So with that being said, let me take you into the beautiful new kitchen. So this is what the kitchen looked like when we purchased it. Then before we moved in, I sanded all the cabinets down and stained them the dark ebony color. Fast forward 5 years later, we got rid of all the tile and put in granite countertops. And then another 5 years later, I decided I was ready for a change. I got tired of all the dark cabinetry, so I stripped everything down, sanded all the cabinet doors and the cabinets themselves. They are about 50 years old, so they were in pretty good shape, so that's why we are just giving them a facelift with paint. I have an entire video on how you can make over your kitchen for $100, just the price of the paint and a couple extra items, and you're good to go. We ended up using Benjamin Moore's Dolphin, which is the gray color here, and then I did White Dove for the upper cabinets. I liked the two-tone kitchen. It definitely was a little bit different than I was planning on doing, but in the end I think it looks so much better. Then I added a trim piece underneath the granite just to hide any other scuff marks that might be underneath there that I couldn't fill. And then I added the same hardware that I originally had on the cabinets to it, and I really liked the way that came together. So for $100 I was able to basically transform my kitchen and give it a whole new look, but the flooring was the next step to just give this place a complete makeover. I went to Lowe's and found all of my grout, my supplies, and even my tile, which we searched high and low for that, and we ended up going with this one. I really liked it. So the process of taking out the floors was a lot of work. It took us 2 days, and then we had quite the surprise. Underneath the hardy backer was 4 layers of linoleum, which was a pain to get out. It was so tedious, but we needed to take it out because of the height of the flooring to match it with our wood floors. So once we got that all taken up, we ended up using Ditra and laying that down. It was fairly easy to install, so somebody that is a little bit of a DIYer could definitely take that on. Again, I have videos on how to do that linked down below in the description box if you are interested and want more details. Then it was time for us to figure out the pattern that we wanted our tile to lay in. We ended up going with the running bond pattern, and it was simple, easy to install, and we went with a white grout. Then we went in and added all new baseboards and then caulked those in, and the next step was to remove the old ugly lighting that was in the middle of the kitchen. I only have 8-foot ceilings, so we decided to go with recessed lighting in here, and we had to wait for somebody to come in and do that because our attic space was just so small. I hired out a drywall guy to finish the texturing on that to make it even throughout the house. And this was the before, and now this is the after. We are incredibly happy with the way it looks. I know for some they don't like the idea of having the same backsplash as the countertop, but we had to buy 2 slabs just to cover the countertop, and we had 3/4 of a slab left over, which I was not going to waste since I had paid for the entire slab, so we just used it throughout. And now the flooring matches up really nice. We have a smaller transition piece, and we are very happy with this tile. It is polished, it's not too slippery at all, it's super easy to keep clean, and with the new baseboards in, they are not buried underneath the tile like they were before. The space is just light and bright, and I'm very pleased with the way it looks. It has a modern farmhouse look to it. It was not in our budget to put in a completely new kitchen, even though that would be wonderful. We used what we had because everything was in really good shape, and we spent just around $2,000 to do that, and we could not be happier with it. Yes, it was a lot of work, a lot of sweat and tears and elbow grease, but very much worth it. I like the fact that the inside of my cabinets are the gray that match the bottom lower cabinets, which again is the Dolphin color in Benjamin Moore's, and I'm just very, very pleased with it. It came together so nicely, and we definitely just gave our house a facelift for a really small cost. I know it may not be everybody's taste, but this is our home and we live in it, and we're very, very happy with it. We decided to stick our knives on the side of the cabinet with command hooks. Then a couple years back, me and a friend did this custom hood cover, and I did a faux wood look on here, which I'm very happy with. It just kind of gives it a much more upscale look. We also switched out our ugly white non-working cooktop for this Frigidaire one, which I am in love with. Then I added the cabinetry back over the oven to hide the microwave that was in there. And I added my couple farmhouse signs that I made to this space. And even though we did not change the oven doors, which you can do, you can buy whole new oven doors, I'm fine with them being white for now. It's just not in the budget. But overall, I hope that this has inspired and motivated you to tackle an area of your home and give a makeover on a budget. If you would like further information on this kitchen makeover, I did an entire blog post, which I will have linked down below, with all the other videos that I had mentioned, including room makeover videos as well. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new, and share it with your friends. I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.